These latest headlines from ABC15 are sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. One call, that's all.
Hello, Megan Thompson, tracking your top stories right now from ABC15 Arizona. And we start with a consumer alert for SRP customers. Your electric bill could be going up by almost $70 a year. SRP is considering a 2.4% net increase set to take effect about a year from now. If approved by the board, the average customer would see that bill rise by about $6 per month. So why are these rate hikes on the table?
The increased revenue really is to help pay for increasing costs of infrastructure, for us to maintain our grid reliability, and for us to hit our sustainability objectives.
SRP says the board won't make a decision before hearing the public during open houses coming in January. Now, Arizona lawmakers will hit the ground running in January for the start of a new legislative session. Ben Brown with our ABC 15 political team speaking with political experts to break down what to expect in the new year.
Arizona's 57th legislature will begin on January 13th, but we're already getting a first glimpse at what lawmakers plan to prioritize. One of the first bills pre-filed is slated to speed up results on election night.
Arizona takes longer than about any other state to do its counting, and it's because the way we let people hand walk in mail-in ballots on the day of, and all the need to fix that and cure those ballots. The Senate's willingness to address this immediately is high symbolism and of great importance.
Experts we spoke to said there will also be a big push to address affordable housing as well as water.
I think there's going to be legislation that cuts red tape, that makes it easier for builders to build at any price point, whether that's a new home, whether it's a new development with apartments.
Some other bills that have been pre-filed include addressing the use of pronouns at schools and public school restroom accommodations. But political consultant Stan Barnes said the Arizona legislature doesn't tend to pre-file a lot of bills.
December is a working month for lobbyists and other legislators that are interested in getting something teed up for the session. Less about pre-filing early, more about getting the words right and lining up your ducks.
Barnes said the upcoming gubernatorial race will have a lot of influence on how productive this session is.
The governor will be on the ballot if she decides to run in 2 years. The Republican legislature would like to put her on record on things that they are hoping to campaign against her on in the next cycle.
The question then becomes, according to Republican strategist Max Foes, how Governor Hobbs chooses to navigate.
Whether she pulls left to address a primary challenge or whether she works with the Republican legislature.
Other things to watch for this session will be Prop 123, K-12 funding, which expires this year, and addressing Arizona's budget. Ben Brown, ABC 15, Arizona.
Ben, thank you. ABC 15 continuing to update you on the latest with the proposed closure of 6 Roosevelt schools. There was a public hearing tonight to discuss the proposals. Residents in South Phoenix are set to unveil a school solutions report with alternatives to the closure put together by parents, educators, and neighbors. The South Phoenix School District is considering the closures as it battles a nearly $5 million deficit. The district is set to vote on Thursday. Tomorrow is Clausathon here at ABC 15, and all day long, volunteers will be answering your calls from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. to collect donations for Operation Santa Claus. 100% of the donations collected go to 5 local charities in Arizona. And for every donation you make, you can enter into a drawing, all for the chance to win a brand new Ford F-150 Super Crew or Lincoln Corsair midsize SUV, courtesy of our Operation Santa Claus partners, Sanderson Ford and Sanderson Lincoln.
With your most accurate forecast on this Tuesday, I am meteorologist Jorge Torres, and it's going to be a warm one here in the valley, to say the least. Starting off with temperatures in the morning in the mid-50s, climbing into the mid-70s at midday under mostly sunny skies and generally light winds. But by the afternoon, we're calling for a high of 82 degrees. Not only is that well above average, but that would be a record high, breaking the current record of 81 degrees set back in 1940. And we'll see warm temperatures across the state as well. In the high country, keeping those highs in the mid-50s for areas like Flagstaff, Flagstaff, Heber, and Show Low. 60s throughout Gila County and across southern Arizona. Those temperatures staying in the upper 70s to near 80 degrees for areas like Tucson and Ajo. And across western parts of the state today, we'll keep those highs in the mid to upper 70s as well. So here's that 7-day forecast for the valley. Temperatures from the lower 80s today to the 70s the rest of the week and into the weekend with lows in the 50s. Meanwhile, in the high country, we do now have a very slight chance for a shower Wednesday and Thursday in Flagstaff. Another chance of cooler temperatures beginning early next week.
For the latest headlines, weather, and traffic, head on over to abc15.com, or you can download our free ABC15 mobile app.
These latest headlines from ABC15 are sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. One call, that's all.